There's talk about putting fake crowd noise for the sports games because obviously we're in this predicament. We're in this coronavirus predicament as of the time of this recording. And they're talking about implementing fake crowd noise in the stands and for the people at home and shit. And I kind of have mixed feelings about this. I think my friend had told me that they may have started implementing this in the Bundesliga, which is the German soccer league. Either they started playing or they started playing and they pick crowd noise. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off tangent here. I think that fake crowd noise is a good and bad thing. I don't really know if they should implement it or not, but maybe I'll know after I talk about it right now. So as I just stated, I majored in sports psychology. So I want to kind of talk about first about the psychology on the players with this fake crowd noise. Now, if you ever watch a fucking sports game, the crowd is totally a factor. It totally is. In the performance of the athlete. In fact, I did my final thesis paper for college about mindfulness in sport, specifically golf. That's what me and my group did. But mindfulness in sport. And before we narrowed it down to golf to make it easier on ourselves, we looked at all sports. And the crowd does innately play a factor in the performance of these athletes. And I guess I'll first talk about, if you look at Joe Rogan's podcast with Justin Gaethje, he's a UFC fighter. He just fought in UFC 249. He beat Tony Ferguson. And he was talking to Joe about how that was the first UFC event with no crowd there. And he was talking about how it kind of was better for him. He could hear the call-outs from his trainer and all that shit, and it just wasn't as much. He said that he would have been more gunslinging and more throwing more punches if there was a crowd there, and it makes sense. If the crowd gets all fired up because they start laying some fucking punches on each other, the crowd gets fired up, bro. That's gonna make them. They hear that shit. They're like, "Oh shit, let's fucking fuck this up, man," and they recognize that shit innately, whether you're processing it or not. The crowd plays a role in your performance. And so I just want to bring up the Justin Gaethje about that, how he just no crowd kind of let him be more in the zone, more tactical, not make as many boneheaded mistakes or boneheaded moves. He was just more in the zone, and it makes sense. And you look at other sports. They were talking about it for the NBA and the NHL about implementing this fake crowd noise. Probably the NFL as well. I'll go to each sport. So the NHL. Now, the Washington Capitals are my favorite sports team altogether. The 2018 Cup run changed my life. They're just my favorite team. I live and die Caps. I watch like 80 out of the 82 games every season. However, in hockey, the crowd, especially if you've ever been to a hockey game, dude, the crowd is electric, bro. You score a fucking goal, you are out of your seats, bro. Like, you're fucking happy as shit. Everyone's screaming and shit. You get the momentum flowing. Maybe you score another fucking goal because the momentum's in your favor. The crowd's cheering, and I mean that's why a home game is an advantage. You always hear about whatever sport it is, the home field advantage. Guess what? It's because you got the crowd there. I mean, yeah, you got your own facility and all that shit, but nah, nigga, it's because you got the crowd there, bro. And I mean, and then you go to football. You got the NFL. You look at Seattle Seahawks, 12th man. There's 11. If you don't know too much about sports, it's 11v11 on NFL. You have 11 people on each team. But people like to say, for Seattle, like, the 12th man is the crowd. The crowd is the 12th player on the field. When you come to the Seahawks Stadium, I forget what it's called, but you go to the Seahawks Stadium, you're going to have to face, it's a 12v11. Because you're facing 11 dudes on the other team, plus you got the crowd. That's the 12th man. So I think that this fake crowd noise, like, I really don't know how you can implement it to be authentic. I mean, it'll affect the flow of the game for sure. You look at the NBA, like, I mean, people are courtside, bro. Like, I mean, shit, I played soccer for 13 years and, like, I didn't have a crowd like that. But even just the fact that I knew that there were, like, even, like, before, like younger games, like youth games, when all there was your parents there. Like, even that, I wanted to fucking impress my dad, bro. I wanted to fucking score goals. Like, I played center striker. I wanted to score goals. For my dad, like, you know, I mean, obviously for my team, like a team number one, but like, I knew people were watching me. I knew that there was a crowd there. When you score a goal, you do something good, you got the crowd goes wild. And it's something that they really need to consider if they do implement crowd noise. Now, I don't know if they'll do it for the broadcast only or if they'll actually do it in the fucking stands, but it will. It will play a factor on the psyche of all the athletes, all the coaches, any nigga that's in that fucking building. It's gonna affect them. And so yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on the fake crowd noise, if they're gonna implement that or not. I don't really know what else to add on that. But yeah, do I think it's a good idea? I think it's an interesting idea. I think that there's pros and cons to it, but it would also be weird because, like I said, if you score a goal in soccer or you make an insane 3-pointer in NBA or you do some shit, the crowd is going to go, yeah, what's good? What's good? Yeah, that's my boys. You know what I mean? They're going to be fucking electric. So let's say you score a goal on the ice for hockey, you score a goal. Are you gonna press a button to make the crowd go wild, the fake crowd go wild, or are you just gonna have the crowd just like, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, bro. But I think it's an interesting concept. I do.